and it wasn't power. And the point is, at some point when she kept it's like people get bolder and bolder the more that you just like are continuing to be civil. And then at one point I just blew up. I didn't blow up at her like in a mad way, but I just like went off logically, like being like, "Hi, like I have thoughts too," and da 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 da. And I was like, "You're not listening to what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to tell you how things happen when it like comes to this job, and you're not listening to me." And then she was like, "Well, if it's like that, prove it to me." And I was like, "I can." And I pulled up the thing in the computer thing that she didn't know about, where I showed her what I was trying to say, and then she had nothing to say. So I felt like a lawyer who shut her down with logic and just like using my words, I guess is what it's called. But I had to use the emotional energy of like putting someone in their place, and I never do that because I hate doing that. And then there were people around, and they heard this like exchange of intelligences, like having like a conversation, you know. And then at some point she was like, she picked up this like bath bomb thing, and it said like anti-stress, and she was like, "You need this." And I was like, "What? What does that mean? What does that say?" You know, because it had like a slang word that I didn't know. And then she was like, "Yeah, because you keep doing this." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing this because you're doing that because you're not listening to me." And that like shook her. She was so confused because she thought that she was gonna like, because I'm nice. So people assume that like if I'm nice, I'll just be a pushover. And I'm like, man, I'm nice because I'm a nice person.